Adventures of Turbo Tumble, the Car Transformer. One time in the bustling town of Tinker Valley, there was a special car named Turbo Tumble. Now, Turbo Tumble wasn't your ordinary car. By day, he looked like a regular, slightly rusty old car parked behind Mechanic Mike's workshop. But at night, Turbo Tumble was a secret transformer who loved helping kids in the town whenever they found themselves in a sticky situation. Turbo Tumble could transform into anything, a tow truck, a police car, even a monster truck with tires as big as the town's Ferris wheel. With a flick of his bumper and a little wiggle of his wipers, he could shift shapes faster than you could say, Turbo Tumble. One sunny day, a big event came to Tinker Valley, the super surprise town treasure hunt. All the kids in town were excited because the winner would get a year's supply of candy from Sweet Tooth's candy shop. Sam, Leo, and their little sister Mia wanted to win, but there was a big problem. The treasure map was hidden in a locked box at the top of Pumpkin Hill. And Pumpkin Hill was the trickiest, bumpiest, slipperiest hill in town. As they scratched their heads, wondering how they'd make it up Pumpkin Hill without slipping all the way back down, Sam remembered Turbo Tumble. "Hey, let's go see Turbo," he shouted. The kids raced to Mechanic Mike's garage and called for Turbo Tumble. With a sparkle in his headlights and a zoom, he rolled out from behind the garage, looking rusty but happy to help. "Need a lift to the top of Pumpkin Hill?" he asked, grinning. The kids climbed aboard, and with a flash of his headlights, Turbo Tumble transformed into a monster truck, towering above the town with enormous wheels and a roaring engine. The kids held on tight as Turbo Tumble revved up, heading straight up Pumpkin Hill. But halfway up, a giant muddy puddle appeared, and they got stuck. "Oh no, we're sinking!" Mia squealed, holding on to her brother. Turbo Tumble chuckled. "A little mud is nothing for a transformer. Hold tight, kiddos." With a twist of his mirrors and a beep, Turbo Tumble morphed into a hovercraft. The kids were lifted into the air, gliding smoothly over the muddy puddle like it was a fluffy cloud. But as they soared through the air, they suddenly noticed a big problem, a huge, nasty flock of seagulls flying right in their path. Turbo Tumble quickly transformed again, this time into a rocket-powered car with a shiny silver shield in front. The seagulls scattered, squawking in surprise as the kids zoomed past. Finally, they reached the top of Pumpkin Hill, where the treasure box lay waiting under an old apple tree. "We made it!" shouted Leo. But when they got closer, they realized the treasure box had a giant lock on it. Mia looked worried. "How will we open it?" "Easy," said Turbo Tumble with a wink. "I've got just the thing." He transformed into a high-tech, sleek robot car with gadget arms and a sparkling laser pointer on his hood. Using his gadget arms, Turbo Tumble carefully picked the lock, and with a pop, the treasure box opened. Inside was the treasure map, glittering with candy-shaped clues. The kids cheered, and together with Turbo Tumble, they followed the map through the town, collecting hidden candy surprises along the way. Turbo transformed into a skateboard to slide under fences, a speedboat to cross a pond, and a super-fast roller coaster car when they needed to zip down steep streets. Finally, they reached the end of the map at Sweet Tooth's candy shop, where the shopkeeper announced them as the winners. "Congratulations! You've won a year's supply of candy." With bags of candy in hand and huge smiles on their faces, the kids gave Turbo Tumble a big hug, thanking him for his help. Turbo winked and honked his horn happily. He loved helping the kids, especially when there was an adventure involved. As the kids headed home, Turbo Tumble drove back to Mechanic Mike's workshop, transforming back into his regular, rusty car form. But every now and then, if you looked closely, you could see a little sparkle in his headlight and hear a soft chuckle as he dreamed of his next big adventure with his friends in Tinker Valley.